What's up, guys? Captain Present, or Captain Present is here, who knows. Anyway, just wanted to bring you along for a ride basically, because I've got all these plans and ideas I want to do with this channel and what I'm doing in Entropia, but really all I should be doing is just hitting record whenever I go to play. So here's what I'm doing. I've got a sort of a wee objective. Just converted over 280 plus shrapnel, funnily enough, and gonna go to a wee hunting spot of mine. Quite a good one. So main things we need to check, obviously, pointy end of things. I've got two AR matrices, LR20s, so that's what my skills can handle. I'm almost breaking the threshold for 25s, but yeah, 20s for now. So I've got one full one and one that I've zapped off about 7.5 odd paired off. So set for guns, got a couple of amps though. Oh, he's going to need a bit more juice, so I'll max him out before I go. And a scope, which still has plenty left. He's not an issue. So we've got to unequip it, detach those fellas, hit up this handy wee fella. Just shy of 16. Oh, broke. Nah, just kidding. I always keep it off my card, so I think I'm broke. Then I don't impulsively spend it on a very lucky girl, apparently. Apparently she's selling lockboxes. Let's just hope you're not listening to it as if it's a podcast. That would be horrendously out of context. Anyway, got our pets. Repair up that bad boy. He buffs up our weapon basically. It's got good eco. Cost me a wee bit this one, but it was worth it. Plus 7 of damage on top of this. That much is what I do. That much is what you do when you max it out. That much is what you currently do. So I've basically maxed it out because of this number here. Once we get to it, this one, yeah, 94. So it's almost maxed. Anyway, oh, I've done it again. I've re-equipped it. Throw it back on. Yeah. Now we have an active LR20, and that's this bad boy down here. Keep all my weapons. These are all my pointy ones. So I got weapons, melee weapons, tools, and drugs. We'll get to that in a bit. And vehicles. Because you've got to get around. Anyway, so 280 paired. The run itself's probably going to stack up to, well, counting these puppies, there's 350 odd. Not counting armor durability. Not counting first aid kit, which is buggered anyway. I should throw a couple of paired on that. But yeah, so 280 paired of ammo. Easiest to keep track of that way. I want to get into doing scientific runs, but that'll come later when I've got it down to a science basically, then I can share it. So, we don't want to put much on this. This thing's horrible eco. Horrible. Put just shy of 4. Not much. Oh, 666. Let's not put just shy of 4. Let's put another 3.5. Just cause. That's better. 10 paired. It is tier 2 though, and I have got it eco enhanced, but still, it's horrible eco. Benefit of this thing is it's fast. 41 uses per minute. So this is my emergency heal basically. Because when it's not an emergency, we use this one. Regen chip. I'm bad with it though, so I only get 18 uses per minute. That's what I use in between fights basically, because it's better eco but way slower. Anyway, enough of the boring stuff. I've repaired the first aid kit, got me guns, got me ammo. It's a good idea to check ammo before you get out there. The amount of times I've gotten out there and tried to shoot stuff with a dry gun just doesn't work. So yeah, check before you leave. And take all my PEDs off my card, because that's how I trick myself into thinking I'm a poverty-stricken hunter that needs to squeeze every last pick out of everything, because you have to think that way. Now here's where we're going, up here. It's called Sharp Claw Ridge. High density Berycled. I've been panning out pretty well for me recently. Got my first half, 480 PED. It's well stoked at that. Still riding high off those winnings. That's basically the last of the shrapnel. Went over into this 280 PED of ammo, basically. So we'll see if they want to pay out again. So we'll get to where we're allowed vehicles. Ah, it's so annoying trying to get a vehicle out. Anyway, the green arrow's the one you're looking for. It's got me wheels. It's only a short trip. Probably being a bit lazy, but hey, we're all on a schedule here. Well, not actually, but so these mountains up here where we want to go. Very high density though, so you got to chip around the edges. And right below us is Conunda quarters, which are rubbish. There's our puppies there. See, it's very high density, and they're quite high aggression too. So you want to pick a place where you won't attract a whole army of them. We'll just settle down, hopefully no one harasses us. Doesn't look like they will. Check on your radar, and basically if it gets to that inner ring, they're about to chew your face off. He's sort of passive though, so he won't come near me. They're kind of rubbish though. We want these ones. So we've got our gun, and because they're such high density, they do have a high respawn rate. So we use these puppies. Loot within 20 meters will automatically be collected. Very useful, but only lasts you an hour. So I'll try and shoot for an hour as I pop my peel, but I usually get bored of it by then. I think I got some Halloween candy too. Might see if any of these last an hour. Focus blow, yeah, alright, that sounds like fun. Consume. Sweet. Any others? Heal per second. Oh, it's only 1 minute. Faster reload. Yeah, why not? Let's go all out. And control capsule. That won't help us. So we're all peeled off our noggin. Auto loot. Time to shoot. Now some people like watching it like in first person, but this is kind of weird. So I kind of like being moused out a wee bit. Yeah, always be backpedaling. Well, don't always do it. I mean, I get sick of doing it. And he's only a wee level 4, so he won't even get to me anyway. Like if it's a big tough mob you're having trouble with, try backing up while you're shooting it. These guns have quite an impressive range too, so you usually get them down before they even get to you. And around here you see level 4 to 12 I think is the highest I've seen. Most of them are around 7 to 8. And the ones that dropped the halves, because I've actually had 2 halves from here. A 480 and a 420. Oh, that was 4 PED of shrapnel, that's not bad. Anyway, the two mobs that dropped it were old alphas, which are the level 11s. So you see old alphas that are level 11 and normal alphas that are level 10. And if I see them, see there's an alpha, so we'll kill him next. Once we take out his buddy. Sight him up. You know, 22 pack, that's nothing. Come on. Quick, before one of your buddies aggroes to me. There we go. Just got him. Might have had to gun down one more of his buddies. Yeah, these ones are PED, usually. Not that time, but you can't pay too much attention to it. It's 280 PED, it's over 2400 shots, so can't sweat the small stuff. Just gotta keep chipping. These drugs are quite impressive though. I don't usually. Oh, there's an old alpha. I've already tagged him though. That's the one we want. Come on. There we go. And you always hold your breath, cross your fingers whenever you do kill one. But yeah, as I said, can't get too wrapped up in the gotta off now, gotta off now. You will not hunt for long if you do get too wrapped up in that. These guys usually give pretty consistent, what I call mini globals too. Not quite globals, but they're noticeable enough to keep you going. Making good headway into them though. These drugs are very effective. Don't usually get this many killed before you start getting overrun with respawns, because you gotta watch yourself carving too far into the mountain. Oh, there's an old alpha. Ooh. Ah, see, here we go. Now it's party time. Yeah, keep an eye on the health. Hit auto use, because we may need to heal. Yeah, we need to heal. Grab a couple of fat kits. Yeah. Oh, an alpha in here. Hit auto use. Just go gun them down. Oh, need some more healing. Just 2 wee zaps. Gotta keep the DPS on. So there we go, there's 10.5 PED off that old alpha. It's cost a bit in heal costs, but it's just part of cresting a rise with angry Berycleds. You always gotta watch yourself with elevation changes. That's why this area is kinda nice, because the run up long and flat. But yeah, it was because I was cresting the hill. Oh, he's only old. The old ones don't have high aggression. They'll generally ignore you. But he's in the way. Have any more alphas? Yeah, the higher levels are generally larger models as well. So you can usually look at one and see, I knew he was going to be a little one, just smaller than him, and see he's a level 8 dominant. And you would have noticed earlier with that old alpha, he's, yeah, see there we go, he's quite a bit larger. Got enough range for him too, especially once he gets up into your face. Yeah, we'll survive that. So this is where we use our slow heal. in between fights. Let's use that to top ourselves off. That uses ammo too. That's why it's, or that's why I think it's a lot more eco. Probably isn't, but hey, it comes off my ammo build, and that's already paid for, so I perceive it as more eco. I usually have Wee Rover with me, but oh, I've already tagged him. But yeah, I got sick of feeding him. Oh, gonna need to heal. So yeah, it's nice and quick, that heal. 28. Whoa, these guys they mean business. Come on, die already. And usually last through one. I should be able to live through this. Oh, just top ourselves back off. Oh, there's an alpha. One more. Get back up for him, I think. We're taking a bit too much healing damage. I want to avoid healing where possible. Well, I want to avoid getting hurt where possible. But yeah, costs money. Eats into those margins. Yeah, for those last little shots, I really should be like using my Zinc tech or something. But honestly, I can never be bothered. It's such a ludicrously small saving that you make that, frankly, if you need to do that to profit, then you're doing something else wrong. Kind of making like an extra 3 pick an hour sort of thing. Oh, these guys do die pretty easy with these drugs. That wasn't a bad loot. 1.5 and 9, because it was a level 3. 9 pick, that's huge. Well, we'll just keep mowing up the mountain. Let's go. Oh, there we go. There's a 8.91. Yeah, those mini globals I was talking about. Not quite a global, like a third to a quarter of one, but still noticeable. And then an alpha drops 40. Oh, it's just the name of the game. Just gotta keep that kill count. I do have this quest as well. That's another reason why I do this. Getting kill points for this thing. But, well, almost exactly a third of the way through. Yeah, one shot. And then you get those skills. So, double credit. Having a cool hunt as well as getting credit for those Berycleds. Because I've done the 3 prior, that's the 4th one. Oh, not much of note thus far. Sort of got to keep an eye out here too. Because sometimes it'll slip in a wee bit of armor or something else, or a gun maybe. Like it might not catch your attention because it won't be worth many PEDs. Oh, there we go, there's 10 PED loot. But yeah, it won't be worth many, so it won't grab your attention. But all of a sudden you have a random gun or a random piece of armor in your loot. Ah, I thought he was an alpha. He's only a dominant. Dominants are not much smaller than alphas. Yeah, those silly little terp birds. I occasionally kill them when I get annoyed with them being on my mini-map. But, yeah. Oh, there's an alpha. They don't usually drop much. Occasionally they do, and they only take you like 2 rounds. But, I don't know. More irritating than anything. Ah, 50 pet. Okay, quick bit of healing juice. Ah, it's only an old. Oh well, you're in the way, old man. Yeah, that's what I want. Be dominant, buddy. Oh, yeah, thought he was an alpha. Oh. See, there's the respawns getting me. That was a respawn. Stay on the target you've damaged though, because you don't want regen to come into play. Oh, that was lucky save. Now I'll be fine. Oh yeah, 5 PED for my troubles. Not too bad. Yeah, I'll survive that. Yeah, that's the respawns. If you chip too far up the mountain, the respawns start coming behind you. And it's not a fun day. And we're about a quarter of the way through our drugs. Almost. There's average. About 2.5 odd. Better than 40 or 50 pick. Or 19, as the case may be. Yeah, I thought that was an alpha. If they stick out, it's generally an alpha or a dominant. So grab him, we want to kill as many alphas as possible. Well, especially old alphas. And like twice I've seen level 12s up here as well. Prowlers or stalkers. And I always go out of my way to kill them, and they've never dropped anything cool. Well, I've only killed 2, so it's not a very good sample size, but yeah. So if I do see one, I'll go out of my way for him. There's another alpha. Come on, buddy. You gotta keep your eyes on them. There we go. Because they're quite mobile, these mobs. Come on. Come on. Ah. Dominant has a beef with me. It's gone right up to the top of the hill with that alpha. Gonna have to kill quite a few of his mates to get to him. Where is he? He's there. All crits are helpful. 35. This alpha better be worth it. Just an old man annoying. Oh, he's gone. Can't kill fast enough. Ah well. Plenty more alphas in the sea. Still keep going that way, but oh, you we mature. Yeah, I love those loot pills. It's so useful. Especially when you get mobbed by them, because sometimes in those situations you just have to accept that you're gonna die, but you want to know that at least 1 or 2 you'll get loot for. Oh, that's good loot. 6.7 odd. Oh, he's getting me down. Should be right. Use our slow healer. Oh, that was a big heal. 2 big heals. And keep chipping. Set our alpha back? Nah, just the dominant. Oh, there we go. First global. Little one though. 35 PED. Offer provider. Not too shabby. It's only about a quarter of the way through the hunt. But yeah, it's pretty baby as far as they come. Oh, speaking of baby, a level 4. Alright, so this is where I'll take him out, because he's messing with my mini-map. Getting a bit close to them ones. I think that one's accurate in fact. Maybe. Oh yeah, because it's an alpha. They also had the largest aggression radius, that's why that one had sort of noticed me already. Like I could tell he had aggroed. Always got to maintain awareness when you're in these sorts of situations. Check out those dots, I'm like bang in the middle. Just got to keep killing the one closest proximity to you. Strafe if you need to. Oh, caught 2 of them. Flip to auto use. I just find it easier to heal in combat with auto use going. Because you can just click it over, grab a couple of bangs. So there we go, that was well timed. It's still a wee bit low though. Yeah, good thing I did. Cancelled out his hit. Yeah, be right now. Over to the slow healer. So yeah, even if you're dealing with 3 at once, it's a bit of an ask. Like I do have sort of alright armor. Like it's not fantastic, but it's not paper. But yeah, like once you get up to like 4 or 5, that's unrecoverable. Unless it's a whole bunch of olds and matures, then sometimes you will live. Oh, should have checked. That was a respawn. I want you, buddy. There we go. Might have to heal if he hits once more. Yeah. Just one wee squirt. Top ourselves back off. Managed to clear a wee radius around ourselves though. Might try and crest this bit up here. Try and get height on these guys. There we go, there's a respawn. 'Cause I'm right in the thick of them now. Yeah, always take out respawns. You want to try and maintain a clear path behind you. Yeah. Sometimes not always viable. Ideal. But not always possible. Oh, thought that was going to be an alpha, but just a dominant. Oh, got an aggro. Oh, another dominant. They're quite high damage, the dominants too. Oh. Okay, now we're poked. It's gonna be horrendously expensive. they're gonna live. But that was a pricey wee burst of healing. Oh, and we still got more pouring in. And it's an alpha. Goodie. Top ourselves back off. At least the heal kit's putting in max heals there. Oh, we're toast. Toast. Quick. Escape. We got too deep. Too deep. Yeah, the old sand runner took a few dings, but we're alive. Pick that up. Jump in this and go, haha. Or was that the one we were damaging? Weird. Why did only one follow? Oh, it's a prowler. Hell yeah, buddy, I'll take you. Cool. Just managed to pull him out of a huge big mob. Sneaky. Ah, 62 pick for my third prowler kill. Bit disappointing, but humorous nonetheless. Yeah, we just got a bit too far up the mountain and those respawns just started piling up. So we'll just... oh, there's an alpha too. Go back down the bottom and start afresh before our drugs start expiring. Oh, one more heals that. Oh, he's aggroed anyway. Yeah, I don't usually pull a vehicle out in the middle of combat like that. Oh, there's an old alpha. Because vehicles take a lot of damage from mobs. But just because I'm recording. Because usually I just take that death and just walk back. But hey, I want maximum usage from these drugs. And I don't want to waste your guys' time with me being a noob and dying. So this... oh, and having a refly back out here. It's not a quick flight. So yeah, this gets us back to the action quickly. It's a bit humorous that the Prowler was the one that followed. It's a bit weird. I guess because he was the highest level, he maintained the highest aggression, so was the last one to call off the chase, I guess. But hey, back in the nice safe exterior. But disappointed with that Prowler loot too. I mean, he just dropped more than that Prowler and he was like level 7. Ah well, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. See, look how quick they respawn. I was like basically cruising up that cliff just before. These drugs. Monstering through them. So take about 8 or 9 shots odd. And then drop about 40 to 50. Probably terrible eco, but hey. I'll do science runs one time. I've got a cool idea for doing it. Because the main issue with science runs is tracking the decay on these puppies. See, that's where most of the problems with trying to do it scientific stems from. Oh, still had my heel chip on. Come on, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you get odd line of sight. That's why you'll see me jump sometimes. Because if you can't get a shot on something, you know you're in range, just jump. There's probably some weird piece of invisible scenery in front of you. Oh, there's another alpha. Not sure if I've got the range for him though. Oh yeah, should be able to get him. Yeah, there we go. Jump was all it took. Oh, old alpha. Come on, stop dodging. There we go, that's what I like to see. Give me old alphas over prowlers in the air. They don't do much damage either. Must be those old bones. Poor arthritic fella. Yeah, 65, not much. Not much going down of import. A bit of a lull after that wee near-death experience. Yeah, I'll go over the markups and stuff when I wrap it up. At least when these drugs are expired. Show you guys my wee formulas I use for just ticking along and probably losing money, but ideally making money. You kind of want it to be sustainable, but hey, if it's that sustainable for players, then these guys probably wouldn't be in business anymore. So, you just gotta do what you can. Learn, research, gather data, and just learn. Because any system can be exploited once learnt. That's an infallible truth, I guess you could call it. Hasn't been a system come up with yet that is unexploitable. I mean, that's probably what defines it as a system. The fact that it can be exploited. I don't know. Getting a bit too philosophical. This is what happens when the loot starts drying up. Yeah, 18 pick. Your mind starts wandering. Provider, yeah, and handle that. Oh, there we go. 7.7. Well, 7.8. 3 if we want to be pedantic, which we usually don't. You got to round, otherwise you'll go mad counting these decimals. But definitely welcome. Oh, getting a bit low. Take a couple more zaps, I think. How are we going for drugs? Halfway through. And barely halfway through our ammo. And how's this thing's durability? Ah, it's still got heaps. And I've still got a whole another spare one there as well. Keep the kills ticking along, get maximum usage out of these drugs. It's actually the first time I've used those other pills. Like I used those loot pills like candy. But those other pills, I usually just hoard them. So, good excuse. Hey, I'm doing a video. Best do it drugged. Wait, get out the way. Oh, mature, you can live. You can live, wee buddy. I'll go this way. Get back to your life of aimlessly wandering around, I guess. See, I'm providing a service for these guys. All they've got is boredom. Doesn't even. Oh, they do eat. There we go. He's just down to eat. So they do eat. I thought their life was just wandering around with just nothing. Oh, there's an alpha. Enough debating with zoology. We're not here to figure out their community, we're here to drop fat loads. Of which that is not one of them. Sweet, I'll take that alpha there. Oh, just backed up into some respawns. That's right, I'm still fairly shallow up the mountain. No, not even respawns, it's the annoying little animals. See, 13 pet. He only took 2 shots. 1 shot for 4 peck. See, waste of time. But I don't like them on my minimap. They put me in panics. It's like, oh no, we got ads behind, and it's like, oh no, that's right. It's just those silly little critters. So we're almost halfway through our ammo at least. Over halfway through our drugs. And we've got a few minis. And 1 official global, but I mean that was only 35, that's barely a global. But global nonetheless. I haven't noticed any fun loots up here yet either though. No armors or guns. Oh, I'll take 8 feet of shrapnel there. Yeah. So that's the standard loot you get from these guys. Shrapnel, animal muscle oil. That's partly why I like farming these guys, because they're actually the highest level I've found. Well, one of the highest levels of. Oh, there's another global. Speak of the devil. So that's getting better. That was like 51 or something, was it? Yeah, 51. Get off me. Made me lose my train of thought. Ah, yeah, right, the animal muscle oils. Yeah, these are like the one of the highest levels that drop normal animal muscle oils. Because weirdly enough, like the bottom most animal muscle oil, which is this one, bottom tier of it, sells for the best markup. So that's why I sort of limit myself to these ones. Although that 51 PED sure does brighten this run's prospects somewhat. So that's 86 in globals. Oh, we're gonna get ads. Click on auto use, we're probably, yeah, we're healing. One more. Oh man. Oh, and he crit me for 19. There we go, killed him. Oh, it's death time. Oh, it's not. My fat just saved me. Barely. Oh, probably gonna have one more ad unless that's a wee critter. Would be nice if it is for once. Nope. Ah, it's an old. That's why. Friendly old man. And for his troubles, he gets passed on to the next life. Go back down the hill, I think. Oh, that's a big boy. Back on auto use, I think. Although we shouldn't need to heal. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, so I was just sort of playing away, watching my boy Serial Overdrive, really respecting what he's doing with Entropia right now. It's been sort of cool, just watching his evolution, and I just sort of realised that, hey, I should be hitting record on my sessions instead of just making plans. Just do. Keep making plans, but keep doing. And so it sort of inspired me a bit to hit record again. And show you guys, whoa, getting beaten up by Berycleds. We're gonna last this one, and I think we are. Oh, no, we need it. Oh, I'm getting the warning. First aid kit's almost out of PED. I'm gonna have to go easy on it. But yeah, kind of always want to go easy on it. So in an ideal world, I should never be touching that thing. But it's because I'm climbing up the mountain trying to get those alphas. See, the safest way is to stay down the bottom. How much we got left? 20 minutes. So, third of our duration left. We're at 85 for globals. Still got a fair amount of ammo left. And FAP's almost out. Although that doesn't count this one, my Mind Force chip. Because remember that one goes off my ammo. So, it means I can still heal, it's just, I should be doing it outside of combat, ideally. And I can use that in combat, but yeah, really if I'm having to use that in a fight, then the fight's lost. Just give up, accept the death. Run back, collect your thoughts, realise how you messed up, and don't repeat it, basically. Common sense. Applies in virtual worlds as well as real worlds. Oh, we just got a rank in something. Oh yay, 13 grenadier. I don't use grenades, so about as useful as tits on a bull. Yeah, you get that often. All of the skills in this game are so interlinked and interwoven that, yeah, you get random things that you'll probably never even use, but you've still got levels in them, just because of the interconnected nature of it. I might crest this hill, I think. So the area's looking a bit empty. Come on, one more. Yeah, I also don't like healing up to maximum HP as well, because I actually have a ring that provides me regen. And so what did I do? See about repeating mistakes? And then I just go and repeat my hill mistake. Oh, and an alpha, of course. Oh, the Fap's gonna be out of juice soon. Oh, good thing I did heal. That was a killing blow. Come on. Enough of these fellas. Sweet. Just one. Yeah, never heal to full, because my ring provides regen, and I want to be ensuring that that's always ticking up. Try and get maximum usage out of that. What is it actually on? Oh, it's still got heaps. It just starts warning you really early. Oh, another level. BLP sniper level 22 this time. Oh, sweet, another alpha. Thought that was only a dominant. Oh, 1,000 rounds left. I'm into triple digits. More dominant. Oh, there's an alpha. I'll take him. Oh, 2 alphas. Come on, buddy. Shoot him. Ah, got a guardian as well. Probably 2 guardians in fact. Oh wow, and just crit me 47. Yeah, well, there's us topped off. It'll probably cost like a PED. Turn around, doofus. Look what you made me do. Come on, get shooting. No, I want to live. Thank you. Oh, just under 2. At least it wasn't a throwaway loot. That was an expensive heal. Yeah, I hit the auto shoot when I can't be bothered pressing E. I usually use the E key to fire. Yeah, we're good. We're out of the danger zone. Oh, that alpha. Oh, that's right. There was a second alpha up there. Oh, 4.5. I'll take that. Yeah, there he is. Oh no. He's got too many buddies in the way. Does he? He doesn't. Oh, I caught one of his buddies though. Ouchies. Oh, not another one. Oh, this might be an evac. Come on. Hard reverse. Leave the angry birds behind. Oh, I call them birds because they look like ostriches. Oh, crash into some art trucks. Typical. Stan get a lot of people. Let's try and lose him. What the fang? Is that a Forcivix? What's he doing here? Oh, it's A-Trucks. Oh. Oh, wow, he was mad. Who hit me for 40? The A-Trucks. Oh boy. We'll come back for him though. So we'll set that down. And you always respawn on nothing. Sorry for the death, guys, but them's the breaks. I'll wreak my vengeance on that Atrax though. I kinda wanted him. Will the drugs last out? 11 minutes. Maybe. I think I left my sand runner there, didn't I? Ah well, I can teleport it back to storage anyway if I have abandoned it. Got a bit beat up though. That's alright. As long as it's not my quad wing, I don't actually mind out of my vehicles. And so long as it's not my spare, that's my favourite wee vehicle. That thing's awesome. Climbs hills like a beast, can do water. It's just all around good wee vehicle. Its only drawback is it backflips on any little bit of scenery. But hey, take the good with the bad. So yeah, usually you have to remember like where you died if you really want to kill the mob that killed you. Because like I'll get back here and he'll still be on the same health. Or relatively same health. So yeah, I'll always stick a waypoint down whenever that happens. Otherwise it can be quite a pain finding what you were trying to kill to fire. Where are you, Mr. Atrax? Is that you? Yep, that's him. I got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Yeah, that's right. You. Aw, pitiful. And he's just in the way, so it'll show you how bad these guys are for loot. Next minute they're global. Got 10 minutes of drugs left, wasn't it? Yeah. 10 minutes of drugs. We're almost there. You're gonna have to step up the fire rate though. Oh, another alpha. I need to get this gun cycling constantly, otherwise I'm not going to be using that 280. So just got to keep these barrels running hot. Oh, fern boards. Those things are good. They sell for like 400% markup. That's another reason why I kill these guys. They'll drop that wood. And I don't know, somebody in the market likes it. It must be used for crafting something cool, because it goes for a fairly consistent 400%. It's not worth much, and it is kind of rare, but you can get a good solid 400% markup on it. This game's mostly about the markup you can get. Mostly. All about farming the right things. Farming the right things for long enough, and building up auctionable stacks of things that are in high demand. Because obviously high demand means high markup, and vice versa. It's basic economics. Oh, is that an alpha? Certainly is. Ooh, might need a wee heal. Another level of something. What is it? Ah, it's the melee weapons. Goody! The melee weapons that I never use. Went through a wee phase where I used a wee bit of them, but they're just terrible eco compared to my guns. Just terrible, terrible eco. Like, I was probably doing something wrong with them or something, but yeah. They just decay so fast. Not a fun time. But yeah, it kind of shows the interconnectedness I was talking about earlier of all the skills. I'm just sitting here loosing off melee rifle rounds, and all of a sudden I just went up a level in 2 melee skills. Top ourselves back off again. What are we down to? 6 minutes. Gotta get these barrels running hot again. Ah, 7. Better than normal. Not amazing. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about earlier. 6.5 PED gun. Those ones are vendor trash though. No markup on those puppies. But yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about how you gotta keep your eye on up here basically. Otherwise a weapon or a piece of armor will slip by unnoticed and you'll just think, oh, that's a stack of shrapnel. But nope. Check your inventory post hunt and it's, ah, that was actually a weapon. But yeah, that one's rubbish. It's like the level 0 laser pistol or something. No markup whatsoever. Just, oh, there's an old alpha. Come on. Come on, grab him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's another one. Another 2. 3 old alphas, all in close proximity. It's a sign. Oh, it wasn't a sign for the first one. Let's see if it's a sign for the second two. Just gun down a couple of friends in the way. Oh, that wasn't a bad loot for a level 5. Boy, leave me alone, I got old alphas to get. They do not want me getting to their old alphas. Which one is it? Oh, you're in the way anyway, buddy. It's that one. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Uh-oh, I got ads behind as well. Yeah, this is gonna be risky. Should be able to take him out without healing though. Just. Get your ass. No, stop healing. There we go. Another wee pistol. Team PED loot. They're trying to tell me something. They're like, psst, keep going. Because usually when it starts cranking wee little ones like that, you're up for something. But realistically, if you're keeping on killing, you're up for something by definition. So you read into the superstitions what you will. Don't think I'm going to get that third old alpha though. We're going to start to get into respawn madness soon. Yep. There's one. Drugs are about to run out too. What do we got? 2.5 minutes. Oh, that wasn't bad loot. 2.8 odd. Ah crap, should have healed. There we go, that'll do it. Probably the last shoot before the drugs wear out. Oh no, we had to kill like 4 or 5 more. Wow, he was only level 5. Dropped like almost 5 PED. There's a fitting way to end the drugs on an alpha. Ah, crappy looting alpha. You get good kill points for them though, that quest I mentioned earlier. So yeah, this is just a day in the life of a hunter basically. Going out, wasting some money. Running the chance for a couple of, well, I did get a couple of globals. Definitely no halves, and one of them was pretty minuscule, but globals nonetheless. So I think I might wrap it up once these drugs wear off. I'll go show you guys my post hunt wrap up, because I'll leave a little bit of ammo for next time. Don't want to constantly tap yourself out. Oh, there we go. 5-minute skill boost. Alright game, I'll stay until the skill boost is done. Game just heard me. It's like, no, he's leaving. Quick, give him a skill boost. What that means is I get 20% stronger skill gain. Oh no, auto loot ran out. I won't worry about those other ones, but I'm definitely keeping auto loot. Especially in these parts. If you stop to loot, your face gets ripped off. There's just no time for looting. Especially when you're a dumbass and crest a ridge with 3 angry birds on it. Nothing can't handle, but still, not ideal. I'll be lucky if I don't have to heal. And he's about to add, yep. I'll be definitely gonna have to heal now. Yeah. Give it a couple of squirts. Oh, what? Kill him before next turn. Ah, there we go. Almost 7 PED. Well, it is 7 PED. Come on, get off me. So yeah, it's flinging out plenty of wee minis. It wants me to stay. So I'll stay for at least this skill buff. Only 3 minutes and it's pretty marginal usefulness, but hey. Kinda did want to burn through all 280 PED of my ammo, but doesn't look like it's to be. Ah, sweet, more fern boards. It's the spirit. Oh yeah, grew from a wee while away. And there's an alpha. Another alpha on the ridge. He didn't notice. It's funny as when they don't notice, especially when they get hurt. So used to in MMOs, as soon as something gets hurt, it aggroes, but not here. Sometimes they'll only aggro on the second or third round. Yeah, I want that alpha up on that ridge. Come here. There we go. Oh, really now? We'll go him up to 96.3 too. Not too far and I'll be on to LR25s. Looking forward to using them. Of course it'll be more expensive, but hey. It just means we dropping bigger loots. In an ideal Entropia world, of course. How long on that? 1 minute. So yeah, it's supposed to speed up, yeah, these skills here. Kind of only notice them when they're a higher number. Like I've seen like 180s and stuff like that, but not at 20. You barely notice that. But there it is, nonetheless. 1.88. Although he was a provider though. Oh, he's not alpha. Whoa, level 5 just crit me. Yeah, the beef. Do I get the alpha? Certainly do. Alright, that's skill gain gone. I don't care about the loot kill. They're cheap. Really? You're gonna harass me while I'm trying to get out? Alright. I have to shoot my way out. Really? You're gonna make me heal? Ah, really now? Oh, it's death time. Oh, not today apparently. Not today. Yeah, see this auto use is kind of helpful in critical situations I find. Especially when you're dealing with multiple mobs and having to flip between your heal kit every now and then. Ah, there we go, that was a nice 11.5 odd PED loot. Kept the runoff. Ah, come on, give me the arrow. Ah, typical. Yeah, you need to find perfectly flat piece of ground for that quad wing. It's a bit troublesome sometimes. That's alright. Right here, have a 9 PED loot. We heard you're trying to leave. There we go. So yeah, the final 2 mobs were kind. Yeah, usually I'd teleport out of a hunt as well, but that place is weird. The nearest spawn points aren't near a teleporter. So it's actually quicker just flying to the hangar. So we'll do that and we'll have a quick tally up of what's left over. How much of my gun did I burn through? Barely half of it. And barely half of my amp. It's not too bad. Most of the ammo though, probably only got about 50-60 ammo left, I'd say. Oh yeah, poor wee sand runner. Got battered a wee bit. That's alright. Nothing a wee band-aid won't fix. Yeah, any place works really, but the place I'm quite partial to and sort of live at is the Megavolt. It's my home away from homes. It's like nice, fully functional base. It's got crafting stations. It's got auctioneer. It's got crafting there, auctioneer up there, and all your terminals here. Just a nice wee central place. And so when I finish up a run, I usually come here and we'll go through what we got. So shrapnel will stick down here. It's sort of ever present. So we burnt, what did we start with? 280 PED minus 45, so 235. Burnt 235 PED of ammo and get 195 odd PED back in shrapnel. So we've already got 195 PED back, so we only need to make 40 PED out of this lot. And right there in the animal muscle oil we have nearly 125. So what are we? We're 90 in profit now. And that's the largest stack. Let's combine those two. There's 10. So 100 in profit. And this is all just rubbish. So 102 in profit after those 3. Now what I do from here is separate out all the things I'm keeping. Now keep this because of what I mentioned earlier. For some reason it goes for 400% fairly regularly, so we stash it. Stash that until it becomes, because that's only worth 0.28, but once you get enough of them, throw it up on auction and you make solid markup. Now I usually keep these fairly standard, but hey, I'm hunting Berycleds, so I'm going to be dropping a lot of their skin, so I may as well stockpile it. Got that lot. Gets stockpiled. Extractors always get stockpiled, especially stones. These alpha kind of alright markup. Yeah, fairly consistent. And of course, that is quite a good chunk of oil. Grab that. And this here apparently goes for markup, but I mean, look at that. Yeah, that's rubbish too. And rubbish. And rubbish. Oh, I forgot the component. I used to stockpile them, but now I just sell them. they're not worth auctioning. See, just barely worth it. So that gets filed under rubbish. So now we go to, remember we had no PEDs here. We want to sell this rubbish. Most people say no, never TT anything, but hey, bugger them. It's that marginal a TT that, I mean, that's just repair costs for some of the other things I just racked up repair costs on. So we say ta-ta to the rubbish. And if we remember correctly, we had a couple of guns as well. Now we'll check the markup on these. Oh, they went to 126 over the last week. Crazy. Yeah. I don't know, I think that's a bit much of a gamble in my opinion. Especially when it's only 13 PEDs worth, I mean, whoa. So, we'll just flush that into the slush fund too. I mean, if they were different guns, maybe I'd auction them. But yeah, I'm familiar with those guns. I've had plenty not sell. Not worth it. So, we're about 110 in profit earlier, weren't we? And after selling the rubbish, is 22, so 132 odd in profit. And now, I'm not even going to bother calculating it, because this is where I point out, this is how the sciencey stuff gets difficult. Because I used half of that gun, well, just over half of it, and I racked up repair bills on all of these. But they're all fairly decent, so it's not crucial that I repair them, but the decay cost is still there somewhere. Same with our poor wee fat. So it started on 10 PED. We used 5 PED in fapping alone. And the chip never really goes down. I mean, oh yeah, it sort of does. But it uses more ammo than decay. So yeah, over 130 PED in profit before weapon and armor decay. I mean, and I don't think that would have been higher than that, so I think that's fair to say that was a profitable wee run, given it was only really an hour, because I mean that was only one drug usage. And with the oil, when it gets above 100 PED, I'll usually stick it up. So we'll stick him up. 7 days, buy out. Yes sir. You want to crank these numbers. 102, too low. See, if I was feeling brave, I'd go for 135, but let's go for 134, I think. And I'll usually price for buyout. I'm not terribly interested in relying on snipers. I don't think there's many snipers in this game anyway. So I usually have more success pricing for buyout. And with this muscle oil, 104, 105, yeah. Basically if you're putting it under 105, you're making somebody else money. And like if you ever sell animal muscle oil for less than 105, you've just made them money basically. So yeah, try and sell it at 105. You'll never get that for a private sale, but I've been getting it fairly consistently on the auction. And so yeah, there's the run all wrapped up. Got 134 PED of muscle oil sitting there that should roll on in. And 195 PED of shrapnel. And that's not counting the 44 PED of ammo I had left. And I've still got 1.5 guns. So yeah, if you made it through this far of a random Kiwi playing a game that you either A, don't understand, or B, know that I'm playing poorly, then sweet. cheers for the view, and cheers for joining me on my wee gaming escapade. Feel free to ask any and all questions to me on the video or in-game whatnot. I like helping people out. I've learnt some things, not all the things, but if you ask me a thing and I know the thing, I'll tell you the thing. So yeah, have a good day, guys.